Hello to all our Panther listeners out there. Welcome to the first episode of 2024 of the Panther Podcast. I'm Mrs. Woods, and I'll be your host for today. Today's episode is A Visit with 6th Grade. I'll let today's guests introduce themselves.
I'm Grace Aldrich. I'm Mercedes Heselton.
I'm Karter Peterson.
Before we get started with today's show, we'd like to let you know what happened last week and what is happening this week in the Lisbon Regional School community. Baseball and softball season is off to a wet and snowy start. We've had a couple cancellations, but hopefully varsity has played their first game by the time this podcast is aired.
On April 18th, the Paws Club is working with New Hampshire Fish and Game at the Warren Hatchery. April 19th is the last day to sign up for the high school prom. A deposit for $25 is due at that time. This year's prom is May 11th at Ilgons.
Congratulations to the Lisbon varsity soccer team. They earned the most votes for the sportsmanship in the fall 2023 season by the NHIAA. The Lisbon Middle School is selling tickets for their candle raffle, the calendar raffle. There are so many great prizes, and you will be entered every day of the month of May. Tickets are $10 each and can be purchased from LRS 7th and 8th grade students. Thank you all the businesses that have donated.
The National Junior Honor Society just finished a food drive for the Bancroft House in Franconia. We'll let you know next week which class donated the most items. Congratulations to the LRS Yearbook Club. The 2024 yearbook is complete and is being printed. They've only ordered 50 yearbooks this year, so if you haven't ordered yours yet, go to jostens.com or see Miss Peterson in the office.
This Friday, April 19th, is Popcorn Friday. As always, thank you all our pals, Popcorn Lady, for donating their time to raise money for pals.
And now back to today's show. As mentioned, we have Grace, Karter, and Mercedes from 6th grade to chat with us. All right. So we're just going to have a little conversation today, talk a little bit about what it's like to be a 6th grader at Lisbon Regional School. So tell me, what is it like to be in 6th grade? Who would like to go first?
There's a lot of work, and we're going into middle school next year, so we're trying to prepare for that.
Preparing you, getting you used to having that amount of work, and yeah, okay. What about, so your teachers are, Mercedes, who are your teachers in 5th and 6th?
Mr. C, Mr. Reed, and Miss Lonka.
Yeah, and so in 6th grade, they have, for this year, they each have a teacher that they go to for math and for science and social studies. So for math, you have
Miss Lonka.
And for Karter, who do you have for science?
Mr. Reed.
Mr. Reed. And then Grace for language arts?
Mr. Cartwell.
And then what's the last one?
Social studies. With Mr. Reed.
With Mr. Reed. Okay. So they have different teachers that they go to. So what are the unified arts that you have, the specials that you have?
So we have like PE and music and library and art and some guidance every other quarter.
Okay. Does anyone want to share something that you've been doing?
Oh, and technology.
Yeah, don't forget technology. Does anyone want to share some things that you've been doing in any of your classes for unified arts? What about, let's start with art. What are some things that you've done this year in art?
We didn't have art this week.
This year?
This week.
I know. What about this year?
We did do our clay projects.
What's that?
We did do our clay projects.
So what were your clay projects? What did you have to do?
We had to make an animal.
Cool. And then you fired it up. All right.
Glazed it and then fired it again.
Nice. Have you taken them home yet?
Yes.
Yeah, you did. What about, let's go with technology. Karter, what are some things you've been doing in technology?
We made an animation of the eclipse.
Was that easy or was it hard?
It was like in the middle.
In the middle, yeah. Was it fun?
Yeah,
Did you like doing that?
I enjoyed it.
Good, good. Anything else in technology, Mercedes, that you can think that we've been working on? You did your movies a while ago.
The movies.
Um,
The typing.com lesson.
okay. And actually, right now, we're right in the middle of doing March Madness, typing style. So what was that like? Does anyone want to explain how you do that?
So basically, every week you have a 1-minute time test on our typing app, and we're down to Final Four right now.
Yeah, so we're going to do that. We're going to finish up the Final Four and the champion before vacation. So we'll announce, probably at the next podcast, we'll announce the winners for that. All right. Anything? So you have a new teacher for PE this year.
Yeah,
Who's your new teacher this year?
Mr. Murphy.
Mr. Murphy. How do we like Mr. Murphy?
Good.
He's good. Is he fun? All kinds of stuff that you're doing?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. How about music? So you guys have got a concert coming up at the end of the month, right?
We've been learning about different genres of music.
What's your favorite genre? Carter, what's your favorite genre?
Maybe blues. I don't know.
The blues? I love the blues. Grace, what about your favorite genre?
Country.
Let it girl.
Country too.
Country too. All right. So one thing I think, Carter, you mentioned, you've been doing some writing projects in with Mr. Carlaw. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
So, right now working on a science fiction book.
What's your story about?
It's like about people like who crash into a black hole, and like it's like another world sorta,
Yeah, that's cool.
and they have to try to get out of it.
Nice. Grace, what about you? What's your story about?
I'm writing about this guy, and they're at a science fair, and his project goes wrong because he forgot to test it, and he goes back in time 100 years, but they gotta retrieve this magical cucumber that will bring them in time, but then they accidentally set it too far forward, so they gotta go back in time, but they have to get it from the farmer this time. Who thinks they're
Magical
stealing
cucumber. Cute. Mercedes, what about you?
It's about two girls who are going skiing, and there's like holes, and they ski in like into a hole, and they go to like a different dimension.
Nice. Fun. Okay, let's move on. So one of the things that 6th grade is responsible for is school store. So who wants to tell me a little bit about school store?
Well, you just sell candy and snacks and drinks to save up money to go on field trips or like other stuff.
So that's run totally by 6th grade, right? And when do you
Yeah.
sell?
We sell Tuesday through Friday.
Tuesday through Friday in the mornings, right?
Yeah, in the morning.
School. Nice. And are you doing pretty well with that? So it helps
Yeah.
out?
We've made like $450.
Nice.
That's gone into the bank account of savings, and we've also brought some of that on field trips with us too.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, let's jump to that. So field trips. What are some of the field trips that you've taken this year?
We've gone to Prescott Farms and a maple sugaring tour.
All right, tell us about that because we were talking about that the other day.
So Prescott Farms is in Laconia, New Hampshire, and when we first got there, we went into the kitchen and they showed us how to boil maple syrup and like the temperatures you need to get and for like darker and lighter stuff. And then we went into the woods and we actually were able to tap a maple tree and we hung a bucket on it. And there were some other trees that they had tapped prior to that, and the buckets were pretty full. And they had a sugaring house there, but they only use it for educational purposes. So when we were there, the guy was going to shut it down after we left, and he wasn't going to come back till Friday, because they only use it for educational purposes and not for selling.
And you're going there again, right?
Yeah.
In May.
In May. What do you think's going to happen in May? Do you know yet? Or
Yeah.
We're going wolf tree exploring.
what? Going what?
Wolf tree exploring.
Wolf tree exploring.
We're gonna find wolf trees.
What is a wolf tree?
It's like a big tree, I think.
Oh, I've never heard of a wolf tree.
Me either.
Learn something every day. All right. So other than that, I know you guys went to the movies. Mercedes, what movie did you see?
Went to see Madam Web.
Man and Well. Did you guys like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where did you go? Was it
Lancaster, New
Lancaster.
Hampshire.
Okay. All right. Are there any other field trips you guys have planned for this year? Just trying to remember.
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
our homeroom teacher, Mr. Carla, might try to get a class trip to go on.
Oh, good. Fun. All right. So we'll have to find out about that later. So just the beginning of this week, we had the day off because of the solar eclipse. So I'll let each of you tell us a little bit what you saw and maybe where you went too. So Carter, you want to start off?
Well, I went to I forgot where I went. Well, I went to Totality, and it was so cool. Like, it went like almost completely dark, and you can even see the solar flares on the sun.
That's cool. Did you go to northern Vermont or New Hampshire?
New
It was in New
Hampshire,
Hampshire somewhere. Nice.
Scotford, I think.
Stratford?
Yes.
So I saw like 97.6% of Totality, and I watched it in Lyman.
Yeah, I was in Bath, so it wasn't completely. It was really
It
cool.
was really cool.
I kind of wish I had gone somewhere, but it sounds like it was pretty packed with traffic.
Yeah.
But what I saw was just as cool, so I was excited that I get to see it. Mercedes?
I went to my cousin's house to see the eclipse with them. I didn't get to see the whole thing, but there was only like a sliver left.
Yeah, cool. All right. Anything else about the eclipse you guys wanted to share?
I saw stars in the sky.
Did you?
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah. And I know Mrs. Courier in first grade was saying that she saw the different planets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in-
I heard about
in-
that.
I saw like
Totality.
4,
Yeah.
I think.
I was wondering if my chickens were going to go in the coop, thinking it was nighttime, but they didn't. So, but you did any of you notice that the birds kind of stopped chirping?
Yeah, it
during
went-
that time?
It was kind of scary. It went dead silent.
It was
Yeah,
like nice and warm that day, and it got like cold when the sun went away
it did.
for that like 2 minutes, 4 minutes.
Felt like nighttime.
And it was so beautiful that day. The weather was perfect. And
Yeah.
so it was definitely noticeable that it got cold. All right. So we'll take a second to talk about sports. So you guys are in the biddy program, even though a few of you played in the middle
Middle school
So,
basketball. I played for middle school girls basketball team last winter.
yeah, Mercedes, you did too, right? Yeah. And your coach was?
Shelby Humphrey was the assistant coach, and Jeremy Humphrey was our coach.
Yeah, and it looked, well, the games that I saw, because I did the clock, so I got to see some of the games, and you guys really improved quite a bit from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. So that's great.
It was really exciting for Lisbon to bring back a middle school girls team.
Yes, and it's nice that we had enough players to step up and play. So that was good. Anything else about the season, you guys? A special memory from basketball?
Well, we also played for a 5-6 co-ed team,
That's right.
and we went to Haverhill, and we got really close in that tournament, but we didn't win that one. And when we had our Lisbon tournament, we made it to finals. And
Nice.
we lost in like 6 minutes of overtime.
Yeah, that's a great feat because there's a lot of teams that play in that, right?
There was only like 4 or 5 teams, I think, that came.
That's all right though. Good job.
And for middle school, we went to Lancaster for the Brook Ramsdale tournament.
Nice. All right. Anything, Cardi? Did you play basketball? You played
No.
basketball.
He's playing middle school baseball.
Middle school baseball is coming up. Tell us about that, Carter.
Well,
Actually, who's your coach, first of all?
so the middle school coach is Mike Colby. Yeah, but we all practice together because the field's a mess from the flood and all the rain and
Yeah,
snow.
I see yesterday that they got most of the sand and silt off the field, and they're starting to repair the softball portion. So hopefully you guys will be out, and when's your first game? Do you know?
I don't know yet.
It's coming up
So
soon.
I think it's like April 26th. Paige.
Yeah, I think it might be over April vacation. Yeah. So, are you girls playing softball with the biddy program?
Yeah,
Or
we're
with both?
playing 12U team.
12U. Are either of you playing in the middle school? Because I know they have some middle school games. Okay. Who's your coach for
Tommy Arbel
Tom?
and Josh Ashley's assistant.
Nice. All right. Anything? So soccer was a while ago. How did soccer go for you guys? Did any of you play soccer?
Me and Mercedes played soccer together, and my mom was coach for that.
Yeah.
And we went to the Haverhill tournament, and we actually made it to semifinals
Super.
and lost by like 2 points.
Yeah. That's fun down there. That's a big tournament.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's see. Any of you have plans for April vacation? Mercedes, do you have any plans or just gonna chill?
I think I might go to my cousin's house
Fun. Where is that? Do you know?
on North Havel.
North Haven. Mercedes. Yeah. Grace.
So, like, I'm planning on the end of vacation. It's actually New Hampshire's Youth Turkey Weekend, and I'm going to be hunting that.
Oh, already? Wow. Fun. You got a turkey last year, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Karter, what about you?
I don't know of any plans that we're gonna do.
Just gonna enjoy the week, not come to school, right? All right. So coming up, we have lilac time, and what's the theme? Is it under the water?
I think it's under the water.
Under the water.
Under the sea.
Or underwater. Under the sea. There we go. Thank you. So under the sea. Do any of you have plans for lilac time?
I'm actually going to be playing in the lilac parade for our LRS band.
Nice. And what instrument do you play?
I play the clarinet.
Cool. And who's your leader for your band?
Mrs. Song.
Mrs. Song. So what's your favorite part of lilac time? Because I remember way back when I went all the time as a kid, there were so many fun things to do. So what are some things, Karter, what's your favorite part?
I like watching the fireworks from our house.
Yeah.
Sometimes we even go on our roof and watch them.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Mercedes,
It's kinda
what about
scary,
you? What's your
though.
favorite part?
The fire trucks.
Oh, the fire truck parade. Okay. Grace?
It was really cool because last year I didn't actually get to play my instrument in the parade, but this year I do. So
That'll be exciting for you. All right. So last thing, next year is middle school. So what do you think about middle school? Are you excited or nervous?
I'm really nervous.
Nervous. Mercedes, are you excited or nervous?
I'm excited.
Excited.
Both.
Both? A little of both?
Yeah.
So what would be your biggest excitement about going to middle school? Anyone want to share that?
Well, it's pretty cool because actually the middle school is going to be 6th, 7th, and 8th next year,
Right.
not just 7th and 8th. So it's pretty cool. My cousin Hannah is going to come with me.
Yeah. So you get people that you've been used to having around. Maybe it'll make you a little more comfortable being up in middle school. Mercedes?
Probably getting to know our new teachers.
Yeah, definitely.
Same as Mercedes.
Okay. And what would be maybe your biggest concern or worry that might make you a little nervous about middle school?
Like, there's a lot more work.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, that's what Mr. C said.
So you guys have been prepped this year with the amount of work you've just been doing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
hard when you're going from 4th grade up to 5th and 6th because there definitely is. As you get older, there's definitely more responsibilities, more work, more expectations, sometimes with homework. And obviously in the classroom, if you're not working as hard in the classroom, and you end up with more homework. And yeah, it's the same kind of idea in middle school. Grace, anything concerns about middle school or questions about middle school? Because I might be able to answer some of them.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for listening to today's episode. Don't forget to like or leave us a comment. Next week, our discussion will be with the 5th graders at LRS. We want to thank the Lisbon Education Foundation for purchasing equipment for our podcast. If you'd like to donate to the Education Foundation, you can find information on the school website. Bye.
Bye.